So in this session I am going to explain the relation how the voltage and currents in a series resonance circuit. So we already seen how the series resonance occurs and what is the condition for the series resonance circuit. So what is meant by resonance? So resonance that will come when voltage, that frequency in the inductor is equals to the frequency of a capacitor. If we maintain or if we match these two frequencies, at that situation voltage and current, these two parameters in phase, these two parameters are in phase. So at this condition or this condition is called as a resonance. We already finished this one. So how the series resonance occurs? So when two or more, that like resistor, inductor as well as capacitor, those are connected in series, then there will exist a series resonance circuit. And we seen the relation between impedance as well as a current. So what is meant by impedance in a series resonance circuit? For example, this is R and this is like we are going to write the resistance, equivalent resistance, that is 1 by omega C, and here omega L. So this is inversely, so we are going to represent in a negative sign. So what is the total impedance of this circuit? These three are connected in series. So we should add the resistances of those three. So Z is equals to R plus inductor resistance, that is omega L, minus capacitive resistance, that is minus 1 by omega C. So this is an impedance. We calculated magnitude and phase for the impedance for this series resonance circuit also. So what is the magnitude? We can write here, that is real part square and imaginary part square. So R plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square. Okay, like here we are going to write j omega L and here we are going to write j omega C. So these two are the imaginary parts and this is a real part. So real part square plus imaginary part square. So here now we are going to find out the relation between the impedance and the current in this circuit. In this circuit, how the current will be generated by depending upon the impedance. Now we will see that one. For example, this is an equation, right? Don't consider the magnitude, just you consider this equation, which is Z equals to R plus J into omega L minus omega C, minus 1 by omega C, or you can write like this, R plus XL plus XC. Okay, and inductor reactance as well as capacitive reactance. If we represent the negative sign of the capacitance, that R plus XL minus XC. Okay, so whenever XC, our we already seen the how the reactance in the inductor capacitance will generate. So this is a graph we already seen in the last session. So like this, capacitor will actually capacitor initially that is having maximum negative and then that will slowly decremented to the zero. And here inductive capacitance that is linearly increases. So inductive capacitance is linearly increases and then according to that one, that impedance, actual impedance will be first decreases and then increases like this. Okay, so we seen this graph in the yesterday session. So now you observe here, if first starting here XC value is decreases, XC value is negative to minus that maximum negative value to that 0 will be decreases. So here let us take that is minus 5, next that is minus 4, next that is a minus 3. Nothing but these values are actually three values are decremented, but these are having negative sign. Nothing but XC value is increases here. So whenever XC value is increases, this negative part of our impedance value is increases. So nothing but what about Z here? What about Z? That Z value will be decreases. So whenever Z value is decreases, what about the current? Current will be increases here. Okay, current will be increases up to the cutoff frequency. So up to cutoff frequency, that is a capacitive function, and after cutoff frequency, that is a inductive function. Okay, so up to cutoff frequency, Xc value is increases. So Xc value is increases means negative part of the portion will be increases, so that Z value will be decreases. So according to that one, current will be increases. So whenever after Fc, so below Fc and after Fc, if Fc value, our frequency is greater than Fc, then what about the impedance of this particular circuit? That XL value will be increases here. So XL, which is a positive sign, so XL value is increases. Then what about the impedance? Impedance also increases here. Impedance also increases here. Whenever impedance is increases, what about the current? Current will be decreases. So once again I'll repeat this. So here impedance, we are going to calculate the relation between the impedance as well as the current generated in that one. Okay, so we already know the actual impedance of this particular series resonance circuit, that is R plus XL minus XC. Okay, here Xc is a reactive component of the capacitance, XL is a reactive component of the inductor. Okay, so here Fc, before Fc, the total entire circuit will be capacitive circuit. So after Fc, that entire circuit will be the inductive function. Okay, so before Fc, capacitive function, that is reactance of the capacitance, will increases. So whenever reactance of the capacitance is increases, Z will be decreases here. So Z is nothing but impedance. Resistance is decreases, no? So that's why current will be increases here. Those two are inversely proportional. So whenever after Fc, that inductive parameter, reactance of the inductive parameter will increases. So whenever reactive component of the inductor increases, then Z is also increases. Why? Because this is a positive sign. So Z is increases, so I is decreases. So we can plot the graph for this one by taking these two conditions. So on the x-axis, I am going to take the frequency. So here I am representing the cutoff frequency, Fc. So on the y-axis, here I am going to represent two parameters. One is Z and I. I am going to calculate the relation between Z and I. Okay. So here before Fc, this entire is a capacitive function. Before Fc, that is a capacitive function. And after Fc, that is an inductive function. So before Fc, what happens? Z is decreases. So here Z value is decreases up to Fc value in exponential way. After that, after Fc, Z value is increases in exponential way. Okay, so like this that will maintain. So this is a graph for Z, that is impedance. And next, before Fc, current I is increases. So current I, whenever Z value is decreases, so current I value is increases here. So current I value is increases up to Fc. After Fc, current value is decreases. These two are inversely proportional, which is like this. So this is current I. Current I. So here you can observe, so impedance is decreases, nothing but resistance value is decreasing, so current value is increasing here. So here impedance, that is resistance value is increasing, so that current value is decreasing. So this is a relation between the impedance as well as the current in the particular series resonance circuit. So next we are going to calculate how the voltage in the inductor, we are going to calculate the voltage in the inductor as well as voltage in the capacitor. Voltage in the inductor that we are going to represent VL, voltage in the capacitor that we are going to represent in VC. Okay, so now we are going to calculate what are the relation, and whenever what is in, by calculating VL, what is a WL here? By calculating VC, what is a WC here? So this WL called as angular frequency of a inductor. What is WC? That is angular frequency of a capacitor. So we are going to calculate these two parameters, angular frequency of the inductor and angular frequency of a capacitor. So while calculating angular frequency of an inductor, we are going to take the derivation, that is, we are going to calculate the voltage. So voltage we are going to derivate with 0. Okay, we are going to equate the derivation of that particular equation with the 0. So once you will go through that one, then you can understand. Okay, so here VL is nothing but voltage across the inductor. So voltage across the inductor, how we are going to write? Actually, voltage across the resistor. Voltage across the resistor, how we are going to write? Voltage across the resistor, V is equals to whatever the current passes through that resistor, that is I, into that particular resistance R, we can write. Okay, by Ohm's law, voltage across the resistor, that is equals to I into R. In the same way, voltage across the inductor, we can write that VL is equals to whatever the current passes through that one into here is a resistance, but here we are going to have a reactance of the inductance, that is XL. Okay, but I am by above circuit, what is I? So here this is a circuit. In this circuit, let us take this is I, and here I am going to apply V. So I is nothing but the loop current in this particular equation, or we can write this finally, this three components combinedly called as impedance. These three are connected in series, so we are going to add that, we can write it as, or that circuit will be replaced like this, which is having a single impedance, that is Z, and having a voltage source of V, and here current passes to that one is I. Okay, so what is I here? We can write whatever voltage applied V and total impedance. So V by Z. And for example, by Ohm's law, I is equals to V by R, we are going to write, right? Here we are going to write V by Z. So you substitute in the place of I here, that is, we can write I value as V by Z into XL. V by Z into XL. But what is mean by Z? That magnitude of Z is equals to, we already calculated, that is under root of R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square. You substitute that one here. So V by under root of R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square into XL. So what is mean by XL here? XL is nothing but the reactance of the inductance. So reactance of inductance. How we are going to write the reactance of inductance? That is omega into L. You substitute that value, that is omega into L. Okay, so now in order to calculate the angular frequency of the inductor, of an inductor, that is omega L, just derivate the above equation. With omega and equate it to 0. Okay, so nothing but we are going to calculate, this is VL, right? So this is VL. We are going to calculate dVL by d omega equals to 0. Okay, dVL by d omega equals to 0. But here numerator term is also having omega term. I mean this, let us take these two or the two terms. This is a first term, and this is second term, let us take. Okay, so you apply UV method, that is d by dt of UV, U into V dash plus V into U dash. So same thing here you repeat, that is VL is equals to, first I am going to apply, that is first term, which is omega L. So omega L, what is the derivation of the omega L? That is L. Omega derivation is 1. So omega L, that is L. And second term, write it as it is. V by under root of R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square plus. So first term, that is this term, you make it as it is, that is omega L. You calculate the derivation for the second thing. Okay, so here second term, which is having a constant of V, into, if this comes into the numerator, what we get, that is minus 1 by 2. So we need to calculate the derivation for that one. So that is minus 1 by 2 into, just I am writing under root like 1 by 2. So that will come to the numerator, then we'll get 1 minus 1 by 2. So derivation of x power n, that is n into x power n minus 1. So like that. So minus 1 by 2 into total term, that is r square plus omega L minus 1 by omega c whole square. Already we have minus 1 by 2 and minus 1. So again we need to derivate the inner term. What is the inner term here? That is omega L. So omega L minus 1 by omega c whole square. So that is 2 into omega L minus 1 by omega c into, again derivation for omega L, that is L. Again derivation for 1 by omega c, that is 1 by omega square c minus 1 by omega square c. So that is equals to 0. That is equals to 0. So you can simplify here. So okay. So here we derived this one. So we are going to equate this to 0. So here we are going to calculate the, which is frequency of inductor. So frequency of inductor means all other components will become 0. So what are the other components here? That resistive term as well as capacitive term. Resistive and capacitive terms we should equate to 0. We should equate to 0. Here you observe, this is the second term. Whatever this, by taking this term, we are going to equate the resistive as well as a capacitive term equate to 0. So here you can simplify this one, that is r square plus omega L. First you simplify this one, that is a minus b whole square. So a minus b whole square, that is nothing but omega square L square plus 1 by omega square c square. 1 minute, ma'am. So here we are going to equate this term is equals to 0. So before going to equate to 0, first you simplify this one, that is omega square L square plus 1 by omega square c square minus 2 into AB, that is omega L into 1 by omega c whole equals to, that term. And here we are going to equate only the resistive as well as capacitive terms is equals to 0 here. Okay, so what you got here, this term, this omega and this omega terms will cancel out. So this term you have to calculate. So this term you neglect. And here r square minus 2 into L by C plus 2 by omega square C square equals to 0 here. So you simplify this omega term. That is 2 by omega square C square equals to r square minus 2 into L by C. Just I'll send this term into here. That is, we got this one. So take so omega square C square is equals to 2 by r square minus 2 into L by C. So omega square equals to 2 by C square, that is r square C square minus 2 into 1 minute more, minus 2 into C square into L by C. So omega is equals to under root of 2 by r square c square minus 2lc, r square c square minus 2lc, or just 1 minute. So here we got that is r square minus 2 into L by C plus 2 by omega square C square equals to 0. So from this we need to calculate omega. So in order to simplify that one, just keep this term as it is here, that is omega square C square. So this term will goes that side, that is 2 into L by C minus R square. Okay, so I need to calculate omega square C square. So 2 by 2 into L by C minus R square. So omega square equals to 2 by, so C square C, that is 1 C will cancel out, you get 2 LC minus R square C square. So what is omega here? Under root of omega equals to under root of 2 by 2 LC minus R square C square. So this is a formula for the frequency in the inductor. So likewise you calculate for the frequency in the capacitor. Frequency of a capacitor. While calculating frequency of a capacitor, so what we did here, we need to calculate the frequency of an inductor. We equate VL, derivation of VL equals to 0. So what is VL here? VL is nothing but voltage across the inductor, that we written, that is I into XL. So I we written like this, I, that is V by Z into XL. So Z we already know, that is under root of R square plus omega L minus omega C whole square. So likewise we simplify that voltage in an inductor as well as frequency of an inductor. So same thing here you repeat for the capacitor. So while calculating frequency in a capacitor, just we need to equate voltage across the capacitor is equals to 0. That is dVc by d omega is equals to 0. But what about Vc? Vc we can write it as Vc is equals to total current deposits to that one into, what about the impedance of that particular reactance of a capacitor, that we are going to write it as Xc. But we already know that I is equals to, we can substitute, that is V by Z. What is Xc? That is the reactance of the capacitance, that we are going to write it as 1 by omega C. Just we are considering capacitance, so here we are not taking any negative sign here. Okay, 1 by omega C. So already you know that Z value is under root of R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square. You substitute all these values in the above equation, that is equation 1. Then you get that Vc equals to V by Z. Z is nothing but under root of R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square into, what is Xc here? Xc is nothing but 1 by omega C. So we need to derivate and equate it to 0. So derivation, that is dVc by d omega is equals to 0. So here also that is uv term. So first you calculate this one, that is u dash into v. So u dash, that is in the denominator, so you will get minus 1 by omega square c into this second term as it is, that is v by under root of r square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square. This is a first term finished, plus second term as it is 1 by omega C into V by, this is in the denominator, right? So that is we are going to get r square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square under root of, that is root nothing but 3 by 2 into omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square, that is 2 into omega L minus 1 by omega C into L plus 1 by omega square C is equals to 0 here. Okay, so here we are going to simplify that one. So we are going to simplify this entire equation. So you solve this one, then we'll get here omega c square. You solve entire thing. So here we are going to get the denominator term as cancel. Okay, common, you take common and then cancel out. Then you will get omega square c. Omega square c is equals to 1 by LC minus r square by 2l. So that is omega c is equals to 1 by LC minus r square by 2l. So this is a voltage, that frequency of a capacitance, or we can write this is the angular frequency of the capacitor. If we write normal natural frequency of a capacitor, that is omega Fc is equals to 1 by 2 pi under root of 1 by LC minus r square by 2l. Okay, so this is a formula for Fc, and that is FL, or we calculated omega L also. So once again I'll repeat, you just concentrate on just here we are going to calculate the voltage and current in an inductor as well as a capacitor. Okay, so first voltage across the inductor. If you want to calculate the frequency, what about the cutoff frequency, or what is the actual frequency of an inductor, we need to calculate the voltage in this one, and then we are going to equate that it to 0. So voltage in an inductor, that we can write it as I into XL. We already know that I we can write it as V by Z. XL we can write it as, that is omega into L. So we substitute those two values, and then we are going to derivate that one. So while derivating, you are going to get UV method. Just to simplify with this by UV method. So while calculating the frequency of an inductor, we are going to equate the resistive and capacitive values equals to 0. So those two terms we are going to equate it to 0. Then you are going to get omega L value as under root of 2 by 2LC minus r square c square. So while calculating capacitive frequency, that Vc is equals to I into Xc. You already know Xc, that is 1 by omega c. I value V by Z. Z value you already know. Those values you are going to substitute here, and then you simplify the entire equation here. So entire equation you simplify, that is equals to equate to 0. Then you are going to get omega c whole square equals to 1 by LC minus r square by 2l. So finally you are going to get this formula. Okay, so now we are going to draw the graph of VR, VL as well as VC. Okay, so here for example on the x-axis I am going to take the frequency. X-axis I am going to take the frequency, and here in middle I am going to take the resonance frequency, or that is called as a cutoff frequency. On the y-axis we are going to take V. Okay, so first initially how will be the before resonance frequency, what is the impedance, or what is the reactance components here? Here that reactance component is a capacitor, and a capacitor value is more, no? So capacitance value is more, so that will increases like this, that will increases, and then that will predominantly decreases like this. So after FR, inductive value will increases here. So so first that will be like which is having a minimum value, and then after cutoff frequency or resonance frequency, that will increases more, and that will reaches to the maximum and then reduces. So here this point is called as a FR, that will touches the FR, and then that reactance component, which is a combination of capacitive as well as an inductor. So we can draw like this. This is the VR. So this is VC, and this is VL, and this is VR. Okay, so like this we can calculate the voltage and current relations in the series resonance circuit.